I literally just ran so fast. I was in bed and I heard the bin. And I hadn't put the bins out. Heckers. I am. Anyway, I have an update for you. I have a few updates for you, actually. So, I received a message last night from an Instagram account. And I had all the intentions to unblocking this woman and sending her the story. But I got a message from this Instagram, this fake one. It was fake. I had like a picture of a cat. There's no followers, none of that stuff, so completely fake. And so I had, anyway, this DM, which is somebody, which it clearly was her or the person she was sending it to originally, because they were having a go at me and said that I was using this for clout. It's very clear they don't know me. Because I am the last person to chase clout or attention. And if I wanted such thing, I wouldn't start with you, love. So that was a cute message. But you know what I did to it? I did to it what I do to everything that comes through my social media that is not positive. Blocked it and I deleted it because I just don't let it in. That's just what I do. I'd normally, this is the part when I say kids block and delete, but kids don't come on here anymore, which is probably for a good thing. No, it is for a great thing. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So that was one thing that happened. The second thing that happened was I found out that she has since very, very recently retired. She's retired from the AFLW. And I actually believe she played when I played. I just don't know her. I'm not being a prick. I just don't know her. So what I've decided, and what I decided before I went to sleep last night, is this is no longer an AFLW thing. And so I am going to remove the word AFLW out of the caption of my post because I think the AFLW cop enough as it is. And they shouldn't be held accountable for some homophobic. I'm going to stop there because I'm a good person. But comments. But what I am going to tell you is what was said to me. What was sent to me. I am going to tell you that. And the reason why, like if this girl messaged me last night and was like, Mo, I did something I shouldn't have done. It was hurtful. It was disgusting. I am completely and utterly sorry. I will do the work. I generally, on my kids' life, I would have deleted everything that I've posted and just never spoke about it again because she can go away and do the work. But instead, she doubled down on it. And so I'm going to tell you what she said. I'm going to tell you what she said because I think, well, no, just because I'm going to tell you. I wasn't going to, but now I will. And let me tell you, when I played AFLW, even up until this point of my life, there were two main sledges or hurtful things that are said to me all the time, almost daily, by the way. Still, I get this kind of shit. I get this stuff almost every day. I'm just really good at blocking and deleting. I've been in that space. I've been in the media for long enough to know how to deal with it, to protect my mental health and me and the people that I love. But the two things people would come at me for is the fact that, one, I'm a woman. So it was always about get back in the kitchen. You need to get a penis in you. You need to retract back to the woman's role, and that's not footy. That's one. And the other thing is everything and anything. It's got to be being with me being a lesbian, with me loving women, with me having loved women, and having been with women, and me having brought kids into this world as a gay woman. Shit that's said to me every single day would blow your fucking mind. But one of the things that, honestly, I'm not sexist, guys, but 99.9% of the time I said to me is from men. This is the first time a woman has said this particular thing to me. But this is something that men have said to me for years. And I didn't know what this was years ago until I was educated and taught about it. I had no fucking idea it existed. And so I've heard it before. I've had it said to me. I've had it said to me. I'll tell you examples of how they say it to me. They'll say it to me. And I guess before I say this, I want to say there may be masculine lesbians or even gays on here that might find this completely and utterly triggering and super offensive. And I'll show you how it's been said to me in the past. People use it in terms of you're an ugly dyke. You need to go get FFS done. You just want to be a man. You're disgusting. You need FFS. Go get FFS. It's the only thing that's going to help you. And if you don't know what FFS is, let me enlighten you, because I didn't fucking know what it was either. So FFS is basically a surgery that masculine lesbians can get, or people part of the community that are masculine, and the surgery makes them more feminine to fit the beauty standards of the world, because being masculine as a woman apparently needs to be changed. And by the way, if there are women out there, and lesbians or anyone, that chooses to take that surgery because they feel like that's what's best for them, I can support you 100%, because that's your choice and you're given right. But when I'm constantly told I need it because I don't meet people's beauty standards of being feminine enough, is a different story. I am used to it. It's really fucking hurtful, because this is the... And sometimes these narrow-minded people exist where they think everyone needs to look the same. Everyone needs to be the same. Everyone needs to look like the same woman in the magazine. But let me fucking tell you, I ain't changed a thing about myself, and I never will, because I am a pretty fucker, and I am feminine enough, and I don't need to change 1 inch of me to fit any box you or any other homophobic prick wants to put me in. It's not for me, love. You chose the wrong gay to fight with. And so that was very funny to her, by the way, when she sent that. She thought that was hilarious. I didn't. I thought, you've sent it to me, you're an idiot. I mean, rookie mistake. Let me finish on this, because I think this is an important message to parents, right? If that message had hit me back when I was playing AFLW, I probably would have curled into a ball and been so ashamed of myself because somebody said that I needed to change something about myself, and because I wasn't good enough, and because my facial structure or the way that I present is too manly for them. Something I'm teaching my kids is something that I do really well, and that is I have a really good understanding, care, appreciation and love for myself, for exactly who I am. And I think social media is something that can really impact people in such a negative way. So with kids, it's about assuring them and instilling in them to know exactly who they are and be really fucking proud of that. So when some dickhead sends them a DM that's hurtful out of pure jealousy, it doesn't affect them. I can't make this shit up. I actually cannot make this shit up. I've received a DM from a barista here in Melbourne. He was serving someone this morning at a cafe, and it was a woman who is a part of the LGBTQI community, who, I won't say the next part because it will give it away, has a following, and apparently she spent her time standing there catting me and saying that I'm doing all of this for clout. And the person on the phone was just as bad at saying fucking hurtful things about me. Really hurtful is what this person said in the message, which I will share it. However, I have given this woman right of reply. I've sent her the screenshot saying, you get right of reply here. So I'm not going to share who this person is. The thing is, like, I get, right, because I see it all the time, I get that influencers and people, they just are so desperate to be famous that they say shit that they don't believe in just to get attention. They say controversial things to get attention. They, even to the point where I feel like you're dating people just to get attention. If you know me, in which almost all of my followers do, I am the last person to ask for attention. If I wanted attention, I would start by talking about my divorce, right? Which I never publicly spoke about the reason. I would talk about breaking up with people in my life. I would talk about the fact that I spent my entire fucking childhood being tortured as a child in a house full of domestic violence in which I was beaten black and blue because, you know what? Having those conversations would gain attraction, would get me followers, but I don't want to have them because I don't need to, because I work through my shit and I don't make my shit public to get a follower or two. So, jokes are on you for making an assumption that I would do anything for attention. Because if I wanted attention, because if I wanted to do anything that would get me a headline or two, it wouldn't be too fucking difficult, because I'm just unapologetically me, and I don't need a headline or anything like that to make me feel anything any more or less about myself. I know exactly who I am. Let me say this. I know that influencers and people, and it's disappointing because she is a part of the community, right? Somebody comes out and says someone's homophobic and they go, oh no, she's just lying. Disappointing, really disappointing. But I also understand that you're an influencer and you're saying this post has over 500,000 views and you're going, why can't I have that? Probably, I don't know. I'm waiting for her right reply.